Shut up.
That makes it all right.
Well, I want to talk to you about something, because this came up earlier in the show accidentally, because I didn't know what Norm was going to talk about tonight, and it's best sometimes if I don't know. But he mentioned Carrot Top. You are making a movie with Carrot Top, right?
I made a movie with Carrot Top.
Okay. You've made a movie with Carrot Top. It's not out yet.
No, it's
Can you
not
put the
out yet.
picture up of Carrot Top again, just so we can all see him?
She just did.
Oh, there it is again. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Wait a minute, she left Melrose Place to do a movie with Carrot Top?
Was he okay though with it? He was cool.
He was great. He did a wonderful job.
Do you have a scene where you and him embrace?
Yeah, lots of making out.
Oh, for God's sake.
Nothing but making out.
All right.
It's like 9.5 weeks, but Carrot Top. Basically, is what we were doing.
Wow. I gotta check out that movie.
Is it called 9.5 Seconds? Like he's premature ejaculator.
We got it.
You know what happened? This is what happened. You know what happened? He said 9.5 seconds, and I'm looking at him because I know there's more. And I wait, and I see the glimmer in the eye, and then bang! I thought you were going to, but no. But what's the movie going to be called? Really?
I know what it's going to be called.
Yeah, what's that?
If it's got Carrot Top in it, you know what a good name for it would be?
What's that, Norm?
Box Office Poison.
She's in it.
What about my career?
Courtney Thorne-Smith, the girl sitting to your left, is in the movie.
I'm going to go see it for Courtney.
After you scare everybody else away?
No, I love this guy.
All right, well, there's this 2-hour season finale of Melrose Place. There's this movie coming out.
Yes.
Title undetermined at this point.
Chairman of the board.
Oh, all right. Do something with that, you freak.
I bet the board is spelled B-O-R-E-D.
Norm Macdonald. That clip we just heard was from the Conan O'Brien show, 1997, with Courtney Thorne-Smith as a co-guest.
Wow.
Yeah, Courtney Thorne-Smith was there promoting the season finale of Melrose Place that year, and not to mention her upcoming movie with Carrot Top, chairman of the board.
Whoa, we've come a long way.
To which, if you didn't catch it, Norm chimed in to go, "Oh, you know what they call that movie? If Carrot Top, Box Office Poison."
He was never shy with his words or his thoughts.
No. So Norm Macdonald, R.I.P.
Oh,
Sad.
tragedy
for sure.
Oh, I heard about it as I was in Vegas.
Oh, were you in Vegas?
I was in Vegas.
Oh, how about that? Okay.
Oh yeah, and I've returned because the podcast knows no waiting time because it's time for another TV Tan podcast. I'm Tommy Milagro.
I'm Bill Frost, riding the knob here.
Yep. That is the title of our episode.
I'm managing Tommy Milagro's volume spikes here and there by riding the knob.
Phrasing?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, not at all.
Are we bringing phrasing back?
Yeah, and this episode brought to you by...
that would be our good friends at Bohemian Brewery. Honestly, we didn't really go to them. We just went to the 36 chambers where our pallets of beer are.
I think it's down to a pallet, singular.
The fuck?
It's been a hot summer.
Well, I know it's been a hot summer, but there was at least a few more pallets when I left for Vegas.
we also had to supply a wedding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, a couple of them.
Oh, there was another wedding that happened?
Yeah. So,
somebody made a bad decision? I mean, congratulations to the couple?
Twice, yes. Yeah. So we were supplying booze for a couple of weddings over the last few weeks. And, kind of cut into the supply here.
Okay, that would explain why it was a bit echoey lately.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's part of our acoustics is pallets of beer.
Pallets of beer.
Yeah. So also, while you were out of town, you missed some rock and roll business.
What other rock and roll biz?
Magda Vega played the Urban Lounge Backyard, which is basically you play in the parking lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and hope somebody shows up at 7.
Oh, pretty much like when I do stand-up at the Maverick Center parking lot.
Just like that, yeah.
Wow.
And yeah,
that feels kind of sad.
Magda Vega and Thunderfist and Starmie played. Hi, Matt.
Hey there, Matt.
And also, yeah, what else did you miss? That's about it,
Okay.
I think. Well, right now, we're both missing the Emmys.
Well, it's okay. We've got our reward.
I
It's
wouldn't
in the
say
mail.
I'm missing it, Bob.
Yes, I wanted to walk down the red carpet and say,
yeah.
Yes, I'm wearing the Fozzie sweatshirt hoodie.
Well, this is what you wore to the Met Gala, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So you couldn't show up to two different prestigious events wearing the same thing.
See, and I didn't have anything to wear, and I know you've got plenty to wear. I mean, look at you. What is it you're wearing there? You're wearing the looks like the heavy metal show. The heavy metal shop.
The heavy metal shop T-shirt with black ink on black shirt. It's called the None More Black in honor of Spinal Tap.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
And also my Las Vegas Golden Knights NHL hat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, were you in Vegas as well recently?
Not recently, no.
Oh, okay. You're just having it because
This was a few years ago. Here's a dumb fucking story that's going to go nowhere. A few years ago, I was in Vegas for punk rock bowling. Mm-hmm. And all along, we were staying pretty much right on Fremont Street in punk rock bowling. The outdoor venue was like right off of Fremont Street.
Yeah.
And so I'm just walking up and down Fremont Street, and all these motherfuckers, they got a giant Stanley Cup, and people are freaking the fuck out. And I'm going, what the hell is this about? Like, when the hell did Vegas get a hockey team? And some dude said, oh yeah, hockey! He hands me a hat, and I go, cool, free hat. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always funny that there is ice hockey in Vegas, or as
and pro ice hockey, as opposed to here where we got the Grizzlies, but that's
Right.
not quite the same.
right. But we say ice hockey here, whereas Canadians
Just say hockey.
yeah. And I just went, holy fuck, he's right. Everybody
Totally
says
right.
ice
Yeah.
hockey.
Well, now that you're hanging out with Canadians all the time,
Well, Utah is Canada adjacent.
cool. Okay,
We know this.
I will give you one Emmys update. The Crown is winning a lot of shit.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
And
I don't know where Ted Lasso stands. I think The Crown and Ted Lasso were the most nominated shows, so we'll see where it goes from there. But at this moment, as we're recording live, The Crown is winning everything, apparently.
Okay. I'm okay with this. It's only drama, so
It's only drama, yeah.
but when we get to the funnies, that's when Ted Lasso is going to clean up. So everybody, calm your tits.
Yeah, so I was going to tell you about some of the new shows that are premiering this week on Fox and CBS and NBC. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to mention their titles and give a brief description and let you figure out why I don't even feel like talking about them.
Okay.
One is called Big Leap, premiering Monday, September 20th, today. It's a dramedy about the behind the scenes of a reality show where ballet dancers are attempting to make a new live production of Swan Lake.
It's like Dancing with the Stars, only dumber.
Yeah, so the only names I recognize in the cast are Scott Foley, Terry Polo, and Piper Perabo.
Ooh, that's what happened to Piper.
Yeah, and this show looks like it will be canceled within a couple of weeks. Also, new NCIS Hawaii, which will probably run for 10 seasons, premiering on Monday. But this is the first time an NCIS series has been led by a woman, Vanessa Lachey.
Now, why do I know that name? Vanessa Lachey.
I believe she's the former Nick Lachey of O-Town,
Okay. All right.
the boy band O-Town.
All right.
Maybe. I don't know. I'm just guessing there. Also premiering Ordinary Joe, starring Scott Wolk as a guy. We see 3 different paths for his life ahead of him. One path, he's a rock star. One path, he's a nurse. The other path, he's a police officer. So it's basically sliding doors without Gwyneth Paltrow.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
a deep cut right there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Jesus.
But yeah, so those are your first 3 big premieres TV shows of the new fall season out of the gate, and they all look like fucking garbage.
The only benefit I could see with NCIS Hawaii is if they team up with Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, well, you can't miss with a Hawaii show because you got the scenery that already hooks people in.
Right.
Yeah, and then it's NCIS. I'm shocked they haven't done one here already.
In Utah?
In Hawaii.
Oh, yeah.
NCIS Utah. Yeah. We don't have any water. We have nothing for the naval officers to investigate.
We have the Great Salt Lake. They
No,
can
we don't.
investigate
Well,
why it's
also
shrinking.
while you were gone, that just dried up completely.
Oh, okay. That would explain that Dust Bowl I saw flying over.
Yeah. Also premiering this week on Tuesday, Our Kind of People. This is a Lee Daniels thing. This is basically a soap opera, but it's all black.
Oh.
So you get it. It's kind of like you get a you don't get these very often on network TV.
Yeah.
They're all over OWN and BET, but now you get one here. Mm-hmm. It's based on I believe it's based on a book, but I don't know. But Morris Chestnut and Joe Morton and a few other people are in it.
Really?
Yeah. And also another Lee Daniels production on Wednesday, the reboot of The Wonder Years.
I did see some commercials.
Set in
that.
1960s Montgomery, Alabama.
Oh,
again,
fuck.
a black family. And Dule Hill is in this, and Don Cheadle is your narrator.
Wow.
You can't fucking stop John Cheadle. He's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I knew this was a reboot, but in Alabama in the 60s?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so we'll mine some comedy from that.
Right. Let's go with comedy.
Yeah. Now I'm going to get to the good stuff here.
All right.
On Thursday, Season 3, Doom Patrol, HBO Max.
Yes.
What could make another season of Doom Patrol even better?
Let's see. How about Doom Patrol meets the Umbrella Academy?
Not quite.
Oh.
We are introducing Michelle Gomez as Madame Rouge. Okay. Michelle Gomez, she of the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Lilith.
Okay.
Also, you will remember her from Doctor Who.
Yes. Okay.
She's great. So good show gets even better.
Yeah, she was the mistress, Missy.
Yeah.
But the only thing I could make this even better would be
if Brendan Fraser would fucking swear a little fucking more, what the fuck is going on here, Chief?
Fuck. Yeah, and it looks like Brendan Fraser, from what I've seen of the new season, has even more punk rock and heavy metal T-shirts to wear.
That has got to be one of the nicest things about Doom Patrol. Just seeing Dead Kennedys and
again, he like Miss Lopez on Lucifer.
Yep.
Brendan Fraser's character here may have more T-shirts than I do.
Wow.
I know.
I think we need to count this.
Yeah.
I maybe we could do a list. People love a good list.
Not here. They don't know. And also season 3 of a Creep Show on Shudder.
Wow.
Have you ever checked out Shudder?
I've yet to get it.
It's fucking cool. I would recommend if you are even a casual horror movie and TV fan. Shudder is pretty fucking fantastic.
Well, I am a horror in many ways.
Horror.
That. Yeah.
And premiering on Friday on Apple TV Plus, a new sci-fi series called Foundation. This is based on Isaac Asimov's expansive trilogy, and they've been trying to make this thing for years. Jared Harris is in this from Mad Men. And also Lee Pace.
Oh,
Lee Pace, more
he of the acting eyebrows.
Acting. Yeah, so you get some more Lee Pace, and this is about the collapse of a future society. Too real, man.
So tomorrow is what you're saying.
Yeah, tomorrow-ish. Yeah. But also here's some good news here. Season 4, final season. Goliath, Billy Bob Thornton.
Oh, it's finally.
Yeah, and here's this season's villain. He's taken on big oil. He's taken on big water in California.
Drug cartel.
Yeah, but now he's taken on big pharma.
God damn it! Why am I going up against big pharma?
Big pharma, as led by J.K. Simmons.
Oh,
he's your villain of the season.
Oh, poor Billy Bob.
Yeah,
I tremble for this.
Yeah, that's on Prime Video on Friday.
Okay. Do you want to take odds right now? He doesn't come out good after this season.
Yeah, I wonder if he gets out of the season alive.
I'm kind of doubting that after you told me who the big bad is.
Also on Sunday the 26th, a new series on Stars, yet another 50 Cent production.
Okay.
Now, I don't think anybody remembers a couple of years ago, 50 Cent was just railing against Stars, saying he was getting fucked on his end of the deal. He wasn't getting enough money. He was going to take his ball and go elsewhere.
And now
he's making more shows for him. So either they gave him, like, here's another pile of money, or they told him, shut the fuck up, or you'll never work in this town again.
Is it me, or is Fitty now pretty much the hip hop equivalent of Tyler Perry?
Little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, this is called BMF. It stands for Black Mafia Family, based on the true Detroit story set in the 80s about a black mafia family. People like Russell Hornsby, Steve Harris are in this. Snoop Dogg will be making an appearance.
Will not, you say?
He will.
Oh, he will.
He will. Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know who this is for, but also on Sunday, the Tony Awards.
It's not for us. Let's be honest.
Well, it's not for CBS. For the first time in forever, it's not running on a network. It's actually going to be on Paramount Plus.
Oh,
yeah,
that's new.
Yeah, so it's kind of a step down,
or a lateral move,
or it doesn't matter. I think the viewership will be almost exactly the same.
Which is to say, non-existent.
Nah, yeah, award shows in general, no one gives a fuck.
And as we talk about by quoting the good word of Stephen Colbert, I think all theater should be banned.
Musical theater should be outlawed.
Yes. Remind me again. Melissa Merlot's theater, was that musical?
Yeah, I believe it was.
That's the exception right there,
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen. That's our only exception.
Yeah, I also forgot to mention there's a new FBI series on Tuesday on CBS, FBI International. Okay. So that means you have FBI Original Flavor, FBI Most Wanted, and now FBI International, all on Tuesday night.
Well, isn't FBI International just called the CIA?
You would think so. But
I would. That makes sense.
I don't know. But so on Tuesdays, Dick Wolf owns CBS with all the FBIs, and on Wednesday he owns NBC with all the Chicagos.
Okay.
Yeah.
So sooner or later the streams will cross, and then
it almost got a hat trick here because he has Law and Order SVU, Law and Order Organized Crime with Stabler, Chris Maloney, friend of the program here, and they had another Law and Order something or other in the works, but they decided to shut it down before they even filmed a second of it.
Aww.
So it could have been 3 nights in a row of just Dick Wolf power block, but no, didn't. Just 1 hour short.
So we won't get the Dick power block.
Phrasing.
Boom.
Yes. All right.
Sorry, you just set it up so beautifully.
Yeah. So that's then a lot of your old favorites are coming back this week as well. And but what we really got to get to is
all the sports.
All the sports, yeah.
In that case, hit the music.
And sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team!
From the sports desk of the TV10 podcast, we deliver to you only the sport of professional wrestling Vegas edition. But before Tommy Vegas comes into the room, we got to take care of a little bit of business, and that is what's been going on the TV looky box with the wrestling. We had on Vice TV the premiere of Dark Side of the Ring, and they kicked it off with the plane ride from hell. First of all, you saw the episode, and
I have not yet seen the episode, but I know the story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a chance to watch it after returning back from Vegas, and at one part, it's absolutely mind-boggling that bullshit went on in that plane. But also, just as mind-boggling is some of the commentary from the wrestlers. Some of them were like, yo, man, this isn't cool. Like Rob Van Dam was going, hey, I don't want to see Ric Flair's dick swinging around. I just didn't want to have to deal with that.
You don't want to deal with a penile helicopter on your flight. The
helicopter does not need to fly.
No.
But Tommy Dreamer, he of ECW, WWE, and Impact Wrestling, had some comments that were pretty much tone deaf, saying, this is just, boys being boys in so many words. And the crew was going, no, this wasn't boys being boys. Flair was coming up to me sans robe. Well, because of these comments, and the fallout of it is that Tommy Dreamer, who's been working backstage as a producer for Impact Wrestling, has been suspended indefinitely. He did go on to Instagram and offer apologies. I don't know. Maybe it's... we don't know what the status will be. We'll just have to wait and see. Ric Flair, he has a commercial with Car Shields. They suspended that. They suspended that for obvious reasons.
Okay, yeah.
And apparently the word is from the Car Shields camp is that we're going to be vetting this a little more closely. Motherfucker, you guys didn't know what you were dealing with? When Homeboy says he is jet riding, limousine riding, what the fuck do you expect? Moving along to Impact Wrestling. They had their pay-per-view, which I covered for SlamWrestling.net because not only am I a babyface article assassin, but
okay.
But I also have an MBA. Drink.
Yes.
And I will say right now there were 10 matches on that 3-hour pay-per-view, and that was 5 too many. That was so the first 5 matches weren't bad. They would have been better off on Access TV, but the last 5 were absolutely perfect. So less is more on that one, and there was a surprise announcement, which you should be going to slamwrestling.net and reading about that as we speak.
All right.
Thankfully, my MBA makes sure that we tick that up there and drink that down. And of course, the next thing coming up is Heels on the Stars and also streaming on their app. Definitely showing a lot of layers in their show. Definitely showing a different side of the characters. And I will say, I know you're not watching Heels
Not
just
yet. I'm waiting.
Okay.
What was the buzz in Vegas about Heels? Anything?
Not as much buzz. It didn't get mentioned as much, maybe because it's still new. And, honestly, how many people access Stars these days?
Oh, more than it used to be.
I know. It's definitely gotten better. It's definitely...
I'd say it's on par with Showtime.
Right.
Yeah, these days.
It's at least that number, but yeah, didn't get as many mentioned. Maybe next year it'll be different, but it's this last episode was really good because the main character, Jack Spade, played by Stephen Amell from Arrow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's feeling the crunch of the Duffy Wrestling League and doing some very decidedly dumb things like going on to be interviewed on a podcast.
Oh yeah, that's the worst thing you can possibly do.
It is the worst fucking thing you could do.
Yeah.
Which I wrote in my review. Yeah, I do a podcast, so I understand. And the podcaster is played. The podcaster in this question here is Dick Valentino, played by Mick Foley.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Oh.
All right.
There were points. It was a little bit too spot on. I just went, fucking too real.
Okay. Okay. Now I can't wait to see that.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah, that is the reason you need to be tuning into this. But now let's get to the reason I was in Vegas. The Cauliflower Alley Club, returning after...
which, to refresh everyone's memory, is kind of like Fan X for wrestling.
Right. It's basically...
But it has actual famous people.
Yes, and it's more of a non-profit as well, because the goal of the Cauliflower Alley Club is to also provide help to those wrestlers in need when they're down on their luck and hard times. And it also helps preserve the legacy of those wrestlers of yesteryear. Dude, I thought I knew everything about wrestling. I'm here to tell you, I fucking don't. I know enough, but motherfucker, I was in a living, walking, breathing museum, which seems appropriate since I was at the Gold Coast Hotel and Casino. To which everybody complained, "Oh, this is so run down." And me going, "Motherfucker, this is palatial compared to Wendover. Have you been to the Red Garter Inn? I rest my case."
Could have been
Shut it.
Mesquite.
Yeah, there's another one right
Could have
there.
been Mesquite, man.
Yeah, but yeah, and I was supposed to cover one banquet, but it ended up being two events.
Well, all right.
Yeah, so again, Tommy 2 articles here, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
The first night at the Cauliflower Alley Club's famous Buckwinkle Bologna Blowout, which basically means they would have cold cuts, sandwiches, like your bologna, but also some nice turkey and roast beef and what have you there. The big names that received awards during that event were Herb Simmons, who received the Red Bastion Friendship Award. He is a promoter out of St. Louis and had studied under Sam Muchnick, a renowned name in professional wrestling.
Okay.
Another name that comes to mind that night was two individuals, Stuart Kemp and Jim Valley. Stuart Kemp Stuart Kemp and Jim Valley both received the Courage Award. They both have been involved in pro wrestling. Stuart involved with writing for pro wrestling. Jim Valley, he is a broadcaster and a podcaster for pro wrestling. Both have sustained some hard times with health issues, but they're still keep going on. And Jim Valley proudly proclaimed, "I'm Jim Valley, and I fucking love professional wrestling."
All right.
That was an awesome night right there. The night 2 was the big event, and it was on that night you got to see quite a few trailblazers. Among them, Paul Ellering, as in Precious Paul Ellering, the manager of the Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors, was in attendance, so he could accept the Tag Team Award posthumously for Hawk and Animal, the Road Warriors. I got the chance to interview him that day during Cauliflower Alley Club. Then the next recipient of the Lucha Libre Award was Rey Mysterio. Got to meet him, and he was brought up to the podium by El Rudo de las Chicas, Sam Adonis.
Okay.
Great night, great event there. And let's see, the next two winners were for the Lou Thesz Award was Rob Van Dam.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
the whole fucking show.
RVD.
Yeah, and well, RVD is a bit of a trailblazer in his own way.
Mm-hmm.
Can we be honest about that? And even he said, "Yeah, I kind of got into a little bit of the cannabis." So, but it is kind of helpful for everybody, man. So, in his traditional RVD way.
Yeah, okay.
And but the biggest award, this is called the Iron Mike Mazurki Award. This is an award for someone that is recognized not just for professional wrestling, but also for being recognized outside of professional wrestling in other endeavors. And that award was to Medusa, aka Alundra Blaze, as she was honored under that name.
All right.
Medusa, as we all know, was in the modern era one of the greatest names in women's professional wrestling, and she did monster trucks. So
Okay.
she's done it all, man. And it was also announced that she will be doing her biography, which is going to be assisted by Greg Oliver of Slam Wrestling. That website I write for, because thankfully I got an MBA.
Time for another sip.
Yes, it is. And she announced that the biography will be published through ECW Press out in Canada, Utah adjacent.
Taking our gerbs.
Yes.
Canadians taking our gerbs. Yep.
And which brings me to the finally here. Greg Oliver had the chance to receive the James Melby Historian Award for his work documenting and writing about the wrestlers in the first place. So
All right.
well done and richly deserved award. I was glad to be there, and I can only do that because I am a baby-faced article assassin. I am the Lucid Luchador because it's sports.
It's sports with Tommy Milagro. Go team.
So
Who bestowed that lengthy nickname upon you?
I believe I did at one point.
Okay.
But I mean, I dare anybody to tell me I'm wrong. And here's the other thing. The Slam staff was supposed to be down there, but COVID kind of ruined the chances. So only a few people here and there were in attendance because, and here's what I found out. You got to be tested, obviously, to get to fly out to another country. Mm-hmm. So Greg was telling me at one point, like, if he wanted to get a COVID test right away, $250 US.
Okay.
Or he could just go to this one place at Walgreens and he could get a response and cheaply within 72 hours. Mm-hmm. So this is the shit that we're dealing with. Oh yeah, and by the way, COVID is still fucking real, everybody. And guess what? In Nevada, they wore masks and nobody fucking complained. Now, granted, it still smelled like stale cigarettes, but...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have some Emmy updates here.
Oh, what do we got?
Last week, Tonight with John Oliver won.
Of course
for Best
he did.
Talk Show. Saturday Night Live won for Best Variety Show. Hacks won I believe it was a writing award. So we haven't gotten to the big actor awards for that one yet. And, the supporting players of... Julianne Nichols and Evan Peters, both supporting players for Mayor of Easttown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And, oh, God, what is her name? Who on Ted Lasso. Anyway, the co-star of Ted Lasso.
Hang on, let me see if I can pull it up here on the interwebs. You know, it'd be nice if we had our...
Also, Brett Goldstein plays God damn it, why am I blanking on his name here?
Is
Roy
it because
Kent.
you've had quite the...
Roy Kent
is
his name. Hannah Waddingham, supporting actress for Ted Lasso.
There we are.
And, she was actually the first award given. So there.
Nice.
And, so I've been catching up on a few shows we've mentioned here a long time ago, but I finally got around to making my way further into them as opposed to just watching the first episode and then moving on to something else. One of them is City on a Hill.
Okay.
This is Kevin Bacon and Aldous Hodge and Sarah Shahi in this. Set in the 90s, kind of based kind of on a true story of Kevin Bacon plays a corrupt old school kind of cop who is very un-PC, very dark, just a fucking bastard, but God, he's good. Yeah, and he's got the perfunctory cop stash.
Good. Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Thank
so
you.
he plays a corrupt cop who's helping the DA, played by Aldous Hodge. They're reluctantly working together to bring down local crime lords.
Why have I heard this plot before? Where have I heard this? Could it be The Shield?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, this is set in Boston, and it's
okay.
set in Southie in Boston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and produced by Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Okay, so they gave it the green light. Got it.
Project Green Light. There's a throwback for you. I'd recommend checking it out on Showtime. City on a Hill, a good gritty crime story.
If you can get past the Boston accent.
Boston, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
And let's not even get into the beers and the bars. Let's talk about the Patriots a little bit. Oh, yeah. You can follow up with that with Kevin can fuck himself.
Yeah,
so.
all of that, yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think I got the accent down.
Yeah. And anything you're watching?
Well, as soon as I got back into town, I was in full binge mode, so I was catching up on Archer and What We Do in the Shadows.
Of course, yes.
But I would say, as far as anything else big, What If? What If is getting better
On Disney Plus, yeah.
Yes, if you can spring for the Mouse House there. But as far as anything else that has caught my eye of late,
Reservation Dogs.
not yet.
Not yet?
I'm gonna wait a little bit.
I think the last episode is this week of the first season. Has been renewed for a second.
So what my plan is that once I'm done covering for Heels and I could actually enjoy things, I will definitely.
What does that say about Heels?
Well, no, the thing is, I'm treating Heels like a job, a jorb, if you will.
Yeah.
So it's fun, but at the same time, it's like, gotta write about this motherfucker, and let's type this shit up and send it through the Mojo wire.
Yeah, the other ones I'm really into at the moment are Reservation Dogs. Mentioned a moment ago. Only Murders in the Building.
Yes.
Quite enjoying that so far. And the other two on HBO Max.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking hilarious.
And I think that's the other thing, because that's on Only Murders in the...
Only Murders in the Building is on Hulu.
Okay. So, yeah, that's when I'm going to just turn off... I'm going to turn off my Stars channel. Let's face it, I'm not going to watch American Gods Season 3. Let's just be honest.
I've seen it. You don't need to.
Okay, so... And I've read the book, so I'm good.
Yeah.
But I will switch that over and start watching Reservation Dogs and other murders, just because I like Steve Martin and Martin Short.
Yep.
You're a simpleton. Wait, I didn't catch that on my phone. You're a simpleton. Oh, good, it's gone there.
Say that again. Yes.
And that is the reason why podcasters are definitely terrible people. So
Martin Short has way better gear than we do, though.
right?
He's got a lot of gear for a guy who's run out of money.
Well, here's the reason why. He does a murder podcast. What do?
True. Yeah. If we did a murder podcast, we'd have a big upgrade, probably.
I can deal with this right now. I could just deal with this right now on the fly. Give me a little piano riff right there. It was a windy, dusty night over at the Gold Coast Hotel and Casino. There was a sense that there was a prostitute murdered in any of the rooms. Doesn't matter which one. Have you ever been there? Seriously. I mean, you can feel the stench coming from and wafting through the corridors. Dun dun! See how easy that was?
Yeah, we could do a murder podcast in a second. Yeah.
Maybe that'll be for our Cubic Zirconia subscribers of the TV10 podcast.
Yeah.
You can have
a premium feature.
Yes. Check out Murders Along the Way.
Murders Along the Way. We put a lot of thought into that title.
So much. Well, it would help if we had a producer, except Chola Furiosa is still... did she ever return back from the Fury Road, any chance?
No, I've leave my pager on.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I've yet to hear anything.
That's right, because she's on that run.
Oh, yeah.
Which that reminds me, we're still just performance artists, Your Honor.
True that. Yes.
Okay. That covers it.
And I do have a movie I want to mention here.
Okay, I got one as well. Well, let's hear yours.
This one is called Night Books. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Kind of starring Kristen Ritter, but for putting her name so high up on the marquee there, she's not in it as much as you would expect. She plays a wicked witch in an apartment building. Only witches in the building, and she captures kids and people to do her bidding. Basically, entertain me. What is your talent? What do you do? So this little kid she kidnaps from somewhere else in the building. He's a bit of a writer, so he writes stories. So he says, "I want a story a day from you."
This feels like something out of 1001 Arabian Nights. You know, that book.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty entertaining. What little you get of Kristen Ritter is very over the top. So, yeah. If you liked Anne Hathaway in The Witches, like her completely over the top performance in that on whatever that was that Disney Plus or HBO Max?
No, it was HBO Max.
Yeah, this is a little similar to that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see that, and I raise you.
Okay.
This is an oldie, but oh my god, this looks terrible but good.
Okay.
Circle of Iron. This is from a movie from 1978 starring David Carradine.
Oh, shit.
Oh, and also, here's the other one. Christopher Lee as Zaytan.
Oh, Zaytan. Okay,
yeah.
all right.
So apparently this was like another screenplay that Bruce Lee had written and was trying to develop into another film before his untimely passing. So, and this is from IMDb here, and it goes, a young martial artist embarks on an adventure encountering other martial artists in battle until one day he meets an aging blind man who will show him the true meaning of martial arts and life. Wow. So, but you can...
so this is before David Carradine got all puffy and drunky.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which...
as evidence in his bad 80s movies, most of which has been parodied on Mystery Science Theater or Riff Tracks.
Yes, until he redeemed himself with Kill Bill, but then he choked on his aspirations. I'm sorry, too soon?
Too soon.
Sorry.
So where can you watch this movie?
Well, now, according to IMDb, you can watch on the Shout Factory. Sorry. Excuse me. Let me try it again. On the Shout Factory TV.
It does have an exclamation point in there. It is a free app, by the way.
Yes.
You'll have to put up as commercials, but yeah.
Or you could do Pluto TV or Tubi. I would say
all of which good services, but you're going to get commercials on any of them,
which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm totally cool with that. I would say this looks very horrible, but if you want to experience culture like kung fu, I recommend having some chicken wings and beer.
And how did you find this?
It was an ad on, of all fucking places, Instagram.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they were like...
ad for a 1978 movie?
But they were like, well, you got to learn more about this, and then you got to subscribe to this and pay. Fuck this. I'm going to see if I can find this on Tubi. Yep. Right there. Shut up. So that's how I responded to that. But yeah, that is my movie recommendation.
All right, fine. Well, I think we can call that good.
We can put it to bed?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, we've got the running copy here. And
TV10 Podcast episode 0381. Is that right?
0381, yes.
Okay, yeah. Brought to you by Bohemian Brewery. Good beer. Also brought to you by...
we are good friends at Sugar House Distillery. Then there's Outlaw Distillery. And, of course, we cannot forget Ogden's own distillery, the fine purveyors of Five Wives Vodka, Five Husbands Vodka, Patterini Gin, Porter's Fire, Porter's Peanut Butter Whiskey, Porter's Rye Whiskey. Then, of course, there's the Underground, if you want to go underground. And, of course, you got to get their, if you can find them, their cans of Moscow Mule and vodka soda, or whatever else Steve Conlon says, hey, I need something to drink. Make something. And, of course, we already talked about the palette, singular,
yes,
beer. Oh, God, we got to get something going. But if you get a chance, go down to downtown Salt Lake. Say hi to Ivy over at Booze Teak. Pair up your drinks, maybe get some glassware and be fancy as fuck like us.
Yeah.
And no matter where you go, just vax up and wear a mask. We're not out of the woods yet.
I have some late-breaking Emmy news here.
Oh, what do we have?
Hacks has won a directing award, which is one I mentioned earlier, a writing award.
Oh.
And also Jean Smart for lead actress.
Nice.
Yeah. So,
congratulations.
A triple for Hacks there on HBO Max. Definitely recommend checking that out.
That would be a hat trick, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. So on that note, good night, America.
And jiggle the handle because Tommy Vegas has returned to flush.